Hello, my name is Anuar Bolaños. I'm a teacher at the Colombo. I have been a teacher here for 31 years, and these are some of the tricks that I have with me in my bag. First one, I always like to train my students and developing listening skills. So what I do with them is I make CD dictations. So I take the CD that usually comes with the teacher's guide and have the audios of the activities, and I look for audios that have like individual sentences, like a conversations, person A, person B, and I play the CD for them, and I repeat it. I repeat every line two or three, even four times, depending on the level of the students, and I allow them time to listen and write down that. And with the result of the writing exercise, the listening and writing, I sometimes do two different things. Sometimes I collect the listening and I correct myself just because I need to check how well they're doing. Other times I ask them to sit in pairs and correct each other. A third option that I do with the CD dictation is some of the books bring the audio script on the back of the book. So I tell the students now, you take your book and do some corrections on your own. Another trick that I have is that I use lots of pictures. I have developed certain ability to look for pictures in Google Images and bring PowerPoint presentations to the class. So sometimes I use these pictures to either teach vocabulary or create conversations or even evaluations. And in one class, we were combining this simple past continuous, and I brought some pictures. And based on the pictures, they have to write a sentence using those grammar structures, and then I collected the papers and whatever. Or sometimes I use it to create a conversation, and that's one of my other tricks. Another trick that I have is I use a lot of worksheets, right? Like as a wrap up in the activity. So, for example, in one of the classes, we were talking about comparative adjectives, superlative adjectives. So, as a wrap up of the activity, we have like some. Let me see, some information here like singer, fast food, you name it, and then they have to write like three different names and the base form of the adjective here. When they have the chart complete, they have to walk around and talk to partners like, who's your favorite singer, and say, okay, I like Adele. What do you like her? Oh, because she's more famous than, or she sings better than, whatever. So they compare, and they use comparative and superlative. That's to create conversations. So I bring these worksheets to create conversations. Another trick that I have is thought-provoking questions. So at the beginning of the activity, I just write on the word one question like, what are the advantages or the disadvantages of having too many electronic gadgets at home? Or what are the disadvantages of always using your cell phone? Or how do you think life in Colombia was in 1920, for example? So I ask them to think first individually, then work in pairs, and then we have a group discussion about it. So I use thought-provoking questions to create conversations. That's all.